Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for another battle of the wash and go products video. That's right, if you're not familiar with my series, I do these videos quite often when we get to warming up a bit. And we are getting a little bit warm here in North Carolina, so I decided let's get back to the wash and goes. And what I do in my battle of the wash and go videos is I take two products, this time being from the same brand, and I apply them to two different sides of my hair where I'm out for a week and really just honestly bring you what works best for me and my hair type. Let me preface this video with I do have 3C4A hair. I have low porosity hair, meaning that my hair takes a little bit of time to get that moisture soaked in. It takes a little bit of to do it. And I say I have medium length hair. When it's straightened, it's kind of medium brush. Is it not brush? We're not touching brush strap yet, but somewhere in between past shoulders, but above brush strap length. I am natural. I've been natural for 13 years. I'm not a straight natural, so my hair does prefer to be in its curly state. It's rarely ever straightened. It's probably straightened 2 weeks out of the year if you combine all the times, or maybe 3 weeks max throughout the year. Or if you combine all the times, I might do a week here, a week there with the silk press. So my hair prefers to be in its curly state. It's probably the most agreeable it's ever been in years. But today's product, I saw the Doux. The Doux came up on my For You page on TikTok because they had released a new product. And if you are familiar with my channel, I love the Doux. My top wash and go product is the Doux Crazy Sexy Curl. I did a battle of the wash and go many moons ago comparing both this to the Doux Mousse Def, which was a prior favorite. But then the Doux came out with something better and I loved it more. But they also came out with Chief Rocka. And I'm going to insert the Doux video right now so I can let them explain the differences, not just me explain it, but they will explain the differences.
We've heard a lot of talk, but also a lot of confusion about R3 mousses, so let us put you on. Starting off with Chief Rocka, this is an extreme moisture mousse, guys. This is really going to get your hair moisturized, soft, and defined. Doesn't have too much hold, and it's perfect for those who don't like a lot of crunch. Next up is Mousse Def. This mousse sits in the middle of our spectrum, so it has a bit of hold, but it's perfect for anyone that's new to the category. Mousse Def is extremely beginner friendly and it's very easy to rake through your hair. And last but not least is Crazy Sexy Curl that has a bit more hold than all the rest of the mousses. If you're looking for a mousse that has moisture, shine, and hold, this is exactly what you need. Alright, so now that you have the rundown, tell us in the comments which is your favorite mousse.
So as you saw from the video, Chief Rocka is their less hold product. It's not gonna give you the same hold that this Crazy Sexy Curl, and that's why I think I preferred this over Mousse Def. Mousse Def was it for me for a while, meaning it gives me the hold, it gave me the hold that I was looking for, but then there was something more. And for me, hold is the biggest thing I look for. I look for hold. I like definition. I'm not a stickler for length. I'm okay. I know how long my hair is. You know, would it be great if I could retain a little bit more length? Yes, it'd be awesome, but I'm fine with not having the length. I'm there for the volume, I'm there for the definition, I'm there for the hold. Those three are probably more important to me than the length. I don't want a less of a hold per se. However, I am interested to see. It's an extreme moisture mousse, high definition defining stylers, how they say this, and this is a supercharged honey setting foam, as they describe it. Both are to be used on their own. It says apply on clean hair, and I take that very seriously. I don't have a leave-in in. They say clean, damp hair. I take them for their word. I'm going to have clean, damp hair. My hair is cleaned and freshly washed. I did shampoo it with the Mishi. I've been liking this. I used this more recently on a crochet hair I had. It's their gentle clarifying shampoo for dry and itchy scalp. I like this. I like their mousse too. I'll probably maybe do another wash and go video in the future with that. I switched it up in terms of the mask I use. I use the Way. It's for thick hair, and I'll have thick hair too. I should have mentioned that at the front. I have thick hair as well, so this is a thick hair mask. I don't think I've ever tried anything from them, but I was trying to switch up my deep conditioner. Normally, I'm an Olaplex girl, so I would normally start with a base of Olaplex, but I decided It's a new year. Let's give new products a go. Now, I've said this and I put this disclaimer out in every video I do. Everything I say will be my thoughts. It is how I feel with my, again, 3C4A hair with low porosity. I'm going to use Chief Rocka on this side of my hair. And then I'm going to use my crazy sexy curl on this side. So let's get started. Now, got my curl defining brush, which I love, and starting first with the Chief Rocka side. Now, the packaging does say it smells like bananas, and I shouldn't have been shocked when I smelled it. And it actually did smell just like bananas. But I at first applied the product to my hair and used my curl defining brush. And then I realized, girl, that's not what you normally do. You normally detangle first and then apply the product. But I don't like detangling with the curl defining brush. I like using that for defining my curls. I like using my unbrush for detangling. So what I start doing and what I will continue to do throughout is use my unbrush to detangle first, apply the product, and then run my curl defining brush to help form those curls. If you used to watch my wash and go videos, I used to shingle each strand because that helped form the curls. But this brush kind of does it on its own. That's why I love the curl defining brush. I got mine from Amazon. I think my sister actually put me on. I think from a store, but you can find curl defining brushes anywhere. They're becoming very popular, but I use that and it cuts the time in half for me doing my wash and goes, and it helps me form the curls without me having to rotate the curl through my finger. So continuing this process all throughout this side of my head for the Chief Rocka product. And then when I get to the crazy sexy curl side, I'm going to do the exact same thing I did on the other side, which is use my unbrush to detangle my hair, then apply the product, and then use my curl defining brush. You don't have to do all these brushes, no brushes, which brushes, that brushes. I just find that this process works best for me in my wash and goes. The one part of my hair where the curl defining just doesn't quite hit the same is in the front of my hair. The front of my hair, the curl defining doesn't define the curls. My front of my hair is my most problematic part. So for the front, I do go back to the tried and true shingling method with these curls. You guys who follow me know my life ain't been the same since that professional did my curly hair so good. And she used the diffuser, and I've always been like, maybe that diffuser is what did something different to my hair. So I'm going to diffuse my hair, probably I'd say about 60%, and then let it air dry the rest. You guys know I'm usually just an air dry girl, but again, spring changed my life. She really did something to me and said, I need an attachment diffuser. So I'm going to do that and then air dry the rest. So this is my hair completely dry. I did dry it about 50% with the diffuser. And then, as mentioned, it is warm, air drying. It took literally no time at all. And this is the look you will achieve. Now, I will say, I didn't say it at the intro, should have said it. This video is not sponsored by the Doux. I bought both products by myself with my own coin from the store. I got it from CVS. Normally, the Doux, I buy it from Target. However, not over here, not around here, partner. Again, for reference, this is the Chief Rocka side, and this is the crazy sexy curl side. This to me is going to be fluffy. It's going to be poofy. I feel it in my bones, especially because it's going to be a high humidity week. Like, it's going to rain this entire week. After today, which is the most beautiful day, you'll probably see me and it'll be darkness. There'll be clouds around me every other day of this week because it'll be a moisture in the air. And this side scares me. This side has such good hold. And it feels so moisturized. It feels though when you feel the product in your hand. When you're putting this on the crazy sexy curl side again, you feel it. But I'm fine with that because I love hold and I love a little bit of like shine, moisture, all that good stuff. Whereas this side, it's going to get voluminous the fastest. I'm already calling it. It's probably going to get voluminous the fastest. It's going to lose the definition the quickest. I'm just so interested. Like, I'm so interested who was the target demographic who wants less hold in their products. Or is it supposed to be, I know it's not supposed to be, but is it supposed to be married with another product? Like put a gel on top of it? I don't know. I'm really curious about this side. I love hold. I want hold because I do this week in my wash and go. I don't want to reset. I don't put products on it. I want the product to provide all the moisture I need, all the shine I need, all the hold I need. I want one product to do it all. And why would I switch between? But I'm doing this experiment for you guys. Like, I want you guys to find the best Doux product for you. Again, Mousse Stuff used to be it for me, and it's still a really good product. But I like Crazy Sexy Curl because it takes the Mousse Stuff and adds a little bit of a shine and it packs a little bit more of a punch. I like the Crazy Sexy Curl. It does not negate my feelings about Mousse Def. I still own tons of bottles of Mousse Def, and I still am going through a lot of Mousse Defs at this point. But I will say, if you can notice, like, I don't know if it's even picking up on camera, like, I can just feel, it doesn't feel like super soft. Like, this side has a feeling of softness to it. It feels good. This side feels a little bit dry, and I don't do anything in my week in my wash and goes outside of what you see. So I'm not going to add any refresher spray, any oils. I'm not going to pick it out. I'm not going to fluff it. What you see day by day is just going to be me waking up, going to sleep, waking up, going to sleep. There's going to be nothing. So this is just it. Day one is close to my face. You know that'll change. You know we'll grow. You'll know we'll expand. And you'll know what I know in the coming days. So just keep watching to see day two of me with my Crazy Sexy Curl, Chief Rocka. So now for day two hair, of course, on this side, we have the Crazy Sexy Curl. This side, Chief Rocka. 2 day, 3 day, 4 day is my favorite days of the hair. Now, in terms of a nighttime routine, you know what it is. It's scrunchy, it's scarf, it's pineappling. That's all I do at night. When I have curly hair, that's what gets me through the nights. Pulling this up into a pineapple, which you're seeing right now on screen, and then laying it on down. I always sleep in a bonnet. I'm a bonnet girl. That's how these things get to be preserved the way these things are preserved. Now, in reading the bottles of these, because again, on camera, I don't know if you're seeing a huge difference, but there's some things that are like not able to get conveyed through the camera. Like, you will never know how it feels until you are feeling it yourself. Now, the Doux B Girl is from their B Girl line. They have the B Girl gel as well, and then they have the mousse. And I think I have a video with the, is it the Big Papa gel? I think I have a video with a gel as well. But it says this is specifically formulated for thirsty hair on the men. Powered by the science of supercharged honey to reclaim your hair's natural softness, bounce, and shine. Whereas Chief Rocka says moisture-rich gel to foam style that delivers a lasting definition, flexible hold, and smooth, touchable finish with no flakes. Neither of them I have flakes. I will say that. No flaky flake over here. Mousse is my favorite because I don't have flakes. Like Eco Styler, I'm gonna have flakes. Wet Lime, probably gonna have a little flaky flake. It's gonna be snowing. With Mousse, I don't have that issue. This is quenching my hair's thirst. I'd say I have low porosity hair, I have 3C4A hair, and I have thirsty hair. My hair's thirsty. It could use more. I think because it's not out a lot. It's in crochet styles, if you follow me, for the most part. I don't know if I do the bestest job at keeping it so moisturized, so quenched, all those things. I think that's why my hair loves this, is because it has that element. Now, I've seen Chief Rocka all over my timeline. That's what made me try it. I think a lot of those videos are sponsored. However, sponsored or not, I think people are giving their honest opinions, but I don't know these individuals' hairs if their hair are already quenched. I'm thinking they are, because the people I follow who've been trying this are natural girls. They are the ones who always have their hair natural. They might do a braid in the summer, so I think their hair is already naturally quenched, and this is probably a good product for them. If your hair, though, is not, could use an extra that's the difference I have. It might not be showing up on camera, but this just feels better. It feels healthier. This feels more dried out, almost like I did use a gel. Gel can be a little drying to me. That's what this feels like to me. Overall, this is day two. I think the next couple of days, unless something massively changes, you'll just see me go throughout the days, and we'll come back and kind of talk about everything at the final thoughts. So see you tomorrow.
Mama know 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that life. If the city was a five, 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 five.
So now coming on here for day 5 and the final day of me wearing this wash and go, I have a hair appointment today. So I am fortunately going to need to switch it up. But I think if I were wearing this any longer, it'd be probably just for one additional day. It's been a high, I probably said this at the top of the week. It's been a high humidity, very rainy week. It has not rained ever since the day 1 or day 2 of me wearing this wash and go. So moisture in the air. I've been doing a lot more walking. I'm out there in the elements. It's kind of gotten more poofier than it normally would. Although some people would love a day 5 for me, I will want a little bit more definition. Definition is what I love. Definition, and if it can hold volume with the definition. I think it's gotten the volume, it's losing a bit of the definition, especially in both sides, on both the left and right side. So if I were to even continue longer, it would be just for one additional day. And then after that, let's reset. And it'd be right on time. Or a good reset time is usually a week. I do a wash and go, I reset. I don't wear a wash and go longer than a week span. Anyways, because I want my curls popping. Overall, gotta say my winner, although both look similar right now, both are giving the same thing. The crazy, sexy curl side is doing exactly the same thing as the Chief Rocka side is doing, in my opinion, at this point. I think this was giving that kind of shine and that great feeling and moisture, but I think over time, anything, if you don't reapply any products, which I don't put any oils, I don't do anything to spritz it up, I let it just progress, and in that progression, of course, some of the shine, especially again, elements, water, dripping, helming on my hair, is going to not have that same shine. So I think right now I have two equal players on my side. Like I have many strands that have definition on this side. I have many strands that have definition on this side. I think they feel the same. They look the same lengthwise, volume wise, everything wise. I don't know. On this camera, it's looking like this has a little bit more volume, but I mean, in person, they both are giving the same exact thing. But I have to say, because of those first few days of shine, those first few days of moisture, I'm sticking with this. Like, I'm sticking with this. It's crazy sexy curl all day for me. I've seen a lot of videos for Chief Rocka, and I'm trying to think of how to poise this in a way that I love to do. And, I don't want to burn bridges. If they ever want to put me on the PR list, please do. But I think that sometimes brands have to come out with the new, like, to stay relevant. I think makeup brands do it all the time. New Maybelline 24-hour long. This mascara is going to lash your lashes, but it's like it's doing the same thing the last thing did. It is. And you haven't created new mascara technology in the last 20 years. But like all of a sudden, my natural lashes, put the falsies on and let's go. Let's just stop with the games here. But they have to, because marketing. I majored in finance and HR when I was in college. I work in HR, but I did take marketing. I went down the marketing path for a little bit of time because I also wanted a marketing background. I took one course in marketing and I realized I don't know if I want to do that full time, but it did teach me enough to allow me to understand that brands have to keep up doing stuff for relevancy. At the time, we did a case study on Keurig when I was in college. Keurig was barely anything back then. Like, Keurig was only known in the industrial side of things. Like, people at home weren't having Keurigs like that. Like, remember, I went to college several years ago. It wasn't as big as it is now, but we did a case study on them launching a new product and how to go about launching that new product. I say brands like Keurig nowadays do something new. These new pots, these new things, these new K-cups, then espresso, this new thing, this thing. They have to keep coming up with something because it keeps them relevant. There's nothing like, Arizona iced tea is probably the only brand that comes to mind right now that just keeps it. So we're going to keep it 99 cents. We're going to keep it consistent. We're going to keep the flavors. We're going to keep everything the same. And that works for us. But most brands does not work. We got the Shea Moisture Rice Honey line, the Manuka Honey line, the this line, the that line, the this, the that line, the lavender line. Like, they have to do it. Because if they had just one thing that worked stellar and they just sold that, that won't work. I don't think this is a needed product. I've seen a lot of natural stylists use this. I don't know if this is needed. Like, it's not changing enough of the game. I like the banana smell, but my hair doesn't smell like banana right now. But I think that's not a gimmick, but it's a cute thing. I think you already have it. Like, they already have it. I think making the change from Mousse Def to Crazy Sexy Curl, that was enough of a change. Like I could see enough of a switch between those products. I think this takes away. This is like going down a bit from this product, if it makes sense. Like you have this superstar, one of a kind. This adds a little bit, and then you have this. I don't know why. I don't know what this is doing that's, that makes me say wow. But if you've tried this and you've tried this and you've tried Mousse Def, tell me, am I missing something? I'm always happy to learn down below, but for me, it's going to be Crazy Sexy Curl. I don't think you need to run out and go buy Chief Rocka. It's not revolutionizing anything for me, and it's not changing. It doesn't look totally, too different. But this has been my thoughts. You guys let me know again down below if I'm completely off, if you're seeing something I'm not seeing, if you've tried both and you love Chief Rocka now, or you're going to love the next thing the Doux does. Like, what are they doing that's different, that's enticing you a bit more? I'm very interested to see from a consumer standpoint what you see different or what aligns with you as a customer. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't, we want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing we do on this channel, and have that notification bell on so you're alerted when we do new things on this channel. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lavon89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans and a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.